I like those. I like those ghosts, by the way, Joe. I am watching what you're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
just.
No, it's
I'm
good.
not.
The
Not just completely ignoring whatever
Yeah,
you're
yeah. Okay,
doing.
let's have an update, Joe. What's going on in The Witcher?
Let's check back in with
we're
Joe down in the field. Joe, can you tell us?
we're making our way through this dungeon place. A little stuck at the moment. I'm trying to figure out this puzzle.
I think it says a lot about the fact that I've been playing a lot of Tony Hawk. That when I saw that circular kind of like railing in the middle of the room
Oh
there, I was
yeah,
like, I should be grinding
you want it?
that.
Yeah, that's right.
I could get a lot of points on that.
Geralt should grind that. Need points.
I mean, that was the thing I discovered about Tony Hawk is whenever there are those circular, like a fountain or something, and you just grind that, and if you can avoid getting dizzy and throwing up, you'll get so many points. Just grind
Oh.
circular things forever.
And we're talking about like open worlds and designers showing you some kind of an emotion or a story or whatever, and it's like sometimes games are just really fun to just rack up tons of points in. Like,
I mean,
I
I
really like that too.
to me, I mean, being
That's one of
someone
the-
who. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say no. That's like to me. That's one of the appeals of Tony Hawk. That's what like one of the appeals of that Tony Hawk always was.
Yes.
Because it wasn't even just about. I mean, it obviously is about racking up the biggest points, but you wanted to have like the most points in like the single trick, right?
Yes. Yes. I
was
mean,
like-
Tony Hawk, I think is so cool because it in a number of ways it really captures, even though it's totally unrealistic with the skateboarding, obviously it captures the essence of skateboarding because it's like you become a trick designer and you just have this open arena, and then it's up to you to decide, maybe if I grind this rail and then transfer over to this half pipe, and you can kind of use your creativity to come up with like the biggest trick, and then
Yeah.
find these little like sort of exploits of like things that they maybe didn't really think through when they designed them that will just allow you to get disgusting amounts of points. And it's awesome.
I do like that. Joe, I like how you just casually walked up to that door. It looked like you were expecting to walk through the wall.
I was just gonna push it
That's-
open,
that's cool.
but then instead of pushing it open, sort
a button.
of made a portal.
So cool. I thought you were gonna have to speak friend.
Speak friend and
Speak
enter.
friend and enter.
Yeah.
Is that bread?
Is there bad?
Is there bread?
Oh, there's a bad man over there. Yeah, you better save. Good call.
Yeah, I've played a video game one time.
That's right. Oh my god, the number of times in Fallout 4 I've already had to like do things again because I did not save.
Yeah, I have no shame in spam saving. I'll save 100 times in 5 minutes.
All
if it
right.
saves me.
What's
Use
the way
the
to do
PlayStation
this?
symbol.
Okay, I see. Oof.
Oh, ouchies. Drinking Estus.
I'm trying to remember the strategy for this.
Golem.
Ooh, I think, okay, so strategy 1, don't get hit. Oh my god.
It's gotta be so much fun if you work at CD Projekt Red and it's just like your job to just draw pictures of cool monsters and then they become these 3D fully realized things. Like,
Yeah, you get to see it come to life.
it's so cool.
I think I was just really appreciating the sound design of like when you're hitting him and like just all the sounds that are happening right now.
Like that one.
Yeah, like that one. When you think about it, these games really don't come to life until you have all the sound effects in.
That's true.
And, like, you know, and how much of an impact that makes.
There was
You
a
just let her solo this boss.
I want to say it was a Vice bit, but there was a great bit I had watched on the guy whose job it was to record the sound effects for Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, nice. Oh,
wow.
disgusting.
Yeah, and how like so much of it is just like crushing like fruit and food
Yeah.
and just
the
thing,
best.
you know, for like breaking bones or like flesh being smashed, and it's
Biting into an apple.
Yeah, exactly.
I
is
gotta
my
find
voice-
that. That sounds really good.
It's so good,
Is
and
my
it's
voice
crazy.
Too loud or too quiet?
It's crazy because
It's good, man.
you are listening to it, and it sounds like you see in your head what you know is Mortal Kombat, but
Yeah.
you're seeing just like a pomegranate get the seeds ripped out of it, you know.
That's really great.
And you're like, what?
It like zooms in on the pomegranate, shows you the X-ray of the seed coming out.
Yeah, I don't know if cognitive dissonance is like the right word, but it's this weird
I think so.
kind of.
It does mess you up a little bit to
Yeah.
see the sources of some of the stuff.
It looks. It just doesn't work in your brain, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like the audio designer's 5-year-old nephew, like eating a pear.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, this will obviously get cut out of the final version, but it reminds me of this old video. I have to try to find it. Somebody did, it was like a mockumentary short at some point that I saw in college, and it was like a porn Foley artist. And
A what?
it was, I mean, this isn't a real thing, but
Oh,
it was like a Foley. So when you record those types of sounds for a movie, it's called Foley sound.
Okay.
And like whether you're like you
gravel
know,
crunching, like
yeah,
footsteps.
you have like you're in a sound studio and you have like some gravel in like a little bin, and you walk on it to create the sound that you need for like the footsteps in the movie or whatever. And so the joke of this short was that there's a guy who does this for porn, and he had he's like creating all the sounds of like things happening in porn, and like he had like a bowl of mayonnaise, and he was like stirring it to create like a jerk off sound, and then the ending was like he's like, I've been working on this sound for weeks. This is Chewbacca on Han Solo's back.
Oh god.
And he like had like these mashed potatoes and like dumped them onto this guy's back.
Oh my god, just taking the audio from this, Joe, and just selectively bleeping things that aren't even like the word back, obviously. You could just bleep that. Like
anyway,
the idea that he was like so passionate about this thing that he was working on
funny about it, yeah.
for weeks.
It was his passion.
You know, people gotta follow their hearts. Do you have to fight another?
Yeah. It's a gargoyle, which, oh gosh, okay.
Yeah, he just is about to kill you.
Yeah. I don't have
Not
any.
even focusing on her at all.
I don't have any way of healing either.
I love his little stubby wings. That's a great gargoyle. Oh no.
You are dead.
You are dead.
I hope it auto-saved after we beat the golem. The
That
golem.
would be really mean if it didn't.
Yeah, this game can be mean.
Yeah, I'm
Oh yeah,
surprised
you
they-
forgot to save. Too bad.
Yeah.
I was just like, here's a golem, and now here's even harder enemy that doesn't have a boss life bar. It's just a regular gargoyle.
Yeah. It's,
Nowadays, you just kind of expect that they're not going to kick you in the nuts like that.
That's so. Make sure and tell me before
oh yeah.
next time.
But did they?
No, yeah.
You
We
beat
beat
them.
the,
defeated it. You defeated the
Yeah.
golem.
The golem is defeated.
This isn't Castlevania.
Oh
Symphony
my
of the
gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the
You
gargoyle.
have- so you don't have any health potions left?
No, I do now.
Oh, okay.
When you rest, when you meditate, you like brew new potions.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I kind of want to get this gargoyle.
We'll get there.
I'm all for it.
I think
I mean, he was doing like a sixth of your health with each of those shots or whatever.
I mean,
But you just avoid him.
you just avoid him.
Dodge him. Uh-oh, she says.
Dodge 'em. That's the name of the bumper cars at Canopy Lake Park.
Dodge him.
I wish he would come out here.
Dodge 'em. Oh, it's so freaking dark.
Yeah, it is.
What are your abilities currently? Like, other than slash sword?
I mean, you have all your
You have like a fire something?
you have all your Witcher powers.
Right.
So, you can read those. You know what those are.
I actually cannot because of. Are they in a different language? I honestly can't even tell because of the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're in a different language.
Okay, good. Yeah, I cannot read them.
Yeah, you have a fire, a kind of mind control thing, what can be closely described as a force push, like a shield, and then a sort of basically like a trap. And I think a shield.
Oh,
I think a shield is gonna be
humped you.
most useful against this guy, but I have to be able to. Come on.
He just threw a rock at you.
Oh my god. He does
Not
just
getting
take
any help
so
from your companion.
Yeah, she's not super useful.
At least before she was like shooting lightning.
She was doing something before, but now she's just kind of staring at the wall. So.
That's why
Yeah,
that's why I hate companions in games. She's standing there.
Yeah, I don't really understand what she's doing.
Your companion has died.
Oh, here she
There we
goes.
go.
Here she goes.
Oh yeah, she woke up finally.
I don't know what she was doing.
I mean, I'm guessing though that her hits like do almost no damage to it.
They distract him.
Oh
It's always
no.
up to you. You can't just like hang back and let your companion do the work.
Yeah. Oh, can you get poisoned in this game?
Yeah, which I currently am a little bit.
Oh. What does that do in this particular game?
You are poisoned.
Does that mean you
Slowly.
slowly lose health?
Oh yeah, I see. I get
Okay.
what you mean. Sorry.
You're
no.
poisoned.
You're poisoned. Duh.
It means you're poisoned.
It means you drank some Drano. You have to get your stomach pumped at the hospital.
Means a toxin has entered your bloodstream.
We definitely got the rolls on. We might
Rolls on rolls on rolls on rolls.
have them.
Yeah, you're less than 50%. There you go.
I like that he his voice has a doubler on it.
Yeah.
It's one of those very cool sort of like discordant self harmonies. Oh, you're in trouble. Don't let him do the ground pound. Just like wait in the corner and stare at the wall like she was. Give her just desserts.
Did he just vomit on you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
he did.
poison.
Oh,
But we got him.
The
We got him.
doors,
they're opening.
There better be some good treasures here.
I
After
don't
all that.
remember this scene in Labyrinth.
rescue 4 children.
It's
When are you gonna get that, Matt?
actually not. Oh, you can get it on Steam.
Or get it on Switch?
On oh yeah, Switch. That's right. It's actually I forget if the price went up a lot. What we're talking about is the dual pack of the remaster Turok 1 and 2 from Limited Run.
Oh, I was thinking about getting those.
I would love to get those.
I almost got
mean,
them on release last year, but I just sort of.
I was trying to play some years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I was trying to play through Turok 1 again because, you know, the kinds of things that like phase you as a 9-year-old child, you hopefully don't phase you as a 35-year-old man. But
It's
man,
just as hard.
that game is really
It's
hard.
just as hard. I
It's
think
really
I tried
hard.
to play Turok 1 at some point.
And Turok 2 is
recently.
damn near impossible to play, if only because the slowdown is so bad in every battle.
Well, also, the maps are like
The maps are
unnavigable.
yeah. I remember that. And the this was probably a technical limitation of the N64 at the time, but the view distance was like
It's like 2 feet
non-existent.
in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like it's only missed. Wait,
can
Ben,
see
are you using your earbuds?
awesome gun. Yes.
Yeah,
Is
just
it
make sure your
rubbing?
microphone isn't touching anything.
Sorry. I haven't now.
Ben, don't let your microphone touch.
Don't cross the streams, guys.
Don't cross the mics streams.
We've managed to cross the bridge. I feel like if you can make portals, why can't you just go wherever you want?
Because magic, dude.
Oh, are those
Because you wouldn't have a
more-
game.
Those look like more golems.
Yeah, but the wild hunt came through and just froze him.
I thought that was you.
What do you mean?
You are the wild hunt.
Callback to the first.
I did it.
Wait. So explain that. What is the wild hunt and how can it freeze people?
The wild hunt is this basically the big bad of the whole game, and they are also trying to find Ciri because she has
The gift.
a power. Yeah, basically
The power is known as the iPhone 12.
she has the
Ciri is
iPhone
in
12
Control of it.
in the context of like this setting of the game. She just straight up has an iPhone 12.
She just hands it to you, and then the end credits roll.
Yeah.
And then it just shows a picture of Steve Jobs' face.
No, it shows
Right.
Tim and Apple, and
Tim
she's just like, "Here is your iPhone 12," and it just like a big picture of Tim Apple, and the credits roll over it.
That you remember what the origin of Tim Apple is, right, Matt?
Yeah, it's our fearless leader who
I was gonna say like
who had the election, stolen from him by the crime family of Joe Biden.
out of the
Biden crime family.
Biden crime family.
out of the many, there's so many great, hilarious moments. That
Oh, hey, by
have
the
been
way,
lost to
this
time.
guy is one of the wild hunt that we're about to see.
Multiple
Oh,
people.
nice.
Yeah. Oh, here's the whole wild hunt. Here they are.
Oh, they look awesome. Can I be friends?
Well, they're friends with each other.
Can I? Do they like, do they like me?
No.
They're friends with each other.
Do they like me?
They don't like
Do
anybody.
you?
They're
do
not
they
friends
like
with
me?
you. I like
I want-
Darren. He
I
was in
want-
his picture.
Like Darren. Wait, is that?
He
Is that-
likes me, I like his autograph.
Like his autograph. I like it. Okay, these are all references to Mad Dog Hoek from.
Oh my
Ren and
god.
Stimpy.
I like his autograph.
Oh,
It's a
God.
nice picture.
Mad Dog Hoek, the greatest episode of cartoon television ever.
That episode is so good.
It's a masterpiece.
A masterpiece. In
The
fact.
flying butt pliers.
There's like almost nothing that if I just like watch it by myself, I can't help but laugh. And that's one of the things that I'm like in a room by myself, just laughing.
Okay, so we gotta burn burn these bads.
She's making a sphere around you. Is that like a damage reduction sphere?
Yeah. The Wild Hunt summoned the White Frost to where we are, so that we get
Oh, that
hurt.
stuff that froze the golems. So they're trying to freeze you.
Yes,
Oh, that's awesome.
but
This game
she
seems awesome.
but she is trying to close their frost spheres.
So, Joe, I wanted to ask you about this since we're playing The Witcher. You also watched The Witcher TV show,
Oh, I watched it.
and all of these are based on a series of books. Is that correct? Or am I
Yes,
wrong about
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the Wild Hunt A? Is it from the books, and B is it in the
Mm-hmm.
TV show?
It is in the books. It is not in the TV show. But I would say it's not in the TV show yet.
So that might rear its ugly head as like a big enemy at some point.
Yeah, so
Nice.
the TV show, the first season of the show was sort of it was basically one of the books, and it paralleled the book really well, but it actually of all of the Witcher books, they did the first season of the TV series of basically a collection of short stories. So
That's smart.
yeah, so it wasn't really. It was each episode was like a thing that occurred in the past. So the way the chronology works of the story is there's this book called The Last Wish, excuse me. And that's the collection of short stories, and it represents like a series of events that are sort of related, but independent short stories.
Nice.
And-
X-Files style.
Yeah, and they kind of set the stage for the rest of the books, which are the kind of overarching main adventure, if you will.
Huh. So I guess they figured they had to start with that just so you could get your, establish your characters and
Yeah, but it's
backstory.
it kind of, if you think about it from a like production and investment risk standpoint, it actually is pretty convenient. You can say, oh, we're gonna do this series of short stories, and if it's a hit, great, but if not, it's still a thing that can kind of stand on its own.
Right. It won't have like a cliffhanger.
Right.
Interesting. But it was a hit.
I think so. I think it was. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
They signed a second season.
Yeah. And it was it being done on HBO or where was it being done? I forget.
Netflix. Oh no,
Netflix.
Oh, you dizzle.
I dizzled.
You are dead. Oh, Dizzle.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't. Did either of you guys watch it?
I didn't watch it. No.
No, because I
But
haven't
I
played
didn't,
any of the
I didn't
games,
realize
so
it
I
was
didn't-
on Netflix. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
I thought it was on something that I didn't have access to.
Oh, you have
So
access.
I have access to Netflix. Oh yes, I do. I can afford it.
Exclusive.
It's pretty
I'm
good.
the only one.
Exclusive. Yeah. You have the only Netflix subscription.
That would be great.
Yeah,
So
that's
They're
it.
just there's just
That's it.
one person watching Netflix.
You would be like a king. People would envy you,
People would want to come over.
You would be a king.
much like kings.
You would be.
Kings
I
definitely
am.
want.
I am the
people coming
king. Why? I am the only one with Netflix. Oh.
Everybody else is still renting VHS tapes, and you have Netflix.
Oh my god. That is a stark difference.
I just picture like what Netflix would have been like in 1995 technology. Like it's like those full motion video Sega Saturn games, but like
Oh, dude.
you're watching like Demolition Man.
Night Trap.
Yeah, it's like Night Trap.
Night Trap, double switch.
You're watching Demolition Man in 2-minute increments, like super compressed.
And after every 2 minutes, you have to change discs.
You have to change. No, it's Netflix, man. But you do have to wait for 5 hours for it to load the next.
That's right. That's right. Hey,
You're on a 14.4 baud modem.
speaking of waiting for things to load,
I don't know what that means.
so we use RCN as our internet provider.
Rickon.
I was so convinced that the hardware that they gave us, like the router modem combo thing, was like just making our lives miserable. And of course, every time I call their customer service, it's like, oh no, it's like it's the best one. You know, it's like it's custom for their service.
Yeah.
And like, of course,
To
it
a
is.
fault, is it custom?
Right.
For their service?
I'm curious to hear what you're going to say because I just went through a whole thing with them because we have RCN as well. Go ahead. Yeah.
I just bought a new router and a new modem, and our internet is blazingly fast.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So, do you think they were throttling you using their equipment?
I mean, I don't think they were throttling me as in intentionally throttling me. I think their equipment is just trash.
Oh wow! So you got your own modem, your own. You don't need to use their modem. You can use your own modem.
Yeah.
I have. I've always just used whatever company I'm using. I just use their default equipment because I've tried to buy my own and it's never worked. And I just assumed it was because they literally prevent it from working properly because it, is more money for them if you don't use other people's equipment. Like,
That's so interesting, though, Joe. I didn't know you could do that.
I am
Oh,
very
you can
happy to
definitely
hear
do
that it
that.
actually worked for you.
Yeah. You don't have to. I mean, you have to like make sure you buy the right modem.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
when I did this, I was 22 and I didn't know anything about computers, so I probably didn't buy the right modem. So.
Did you buy a modem router combo?
No.
So you have separate devices.
Yeah. But I mean, there's no reason that you couldn't necessarily.
Well, on the box of the modem that I bought, it said DVD player. Which was weird, I thought. I was like, why does this modem say DVD
That's
player?
so funny because mine said Trisket. I thought it was a weird name.
Mine said Triskin. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. I just realized it's 10:45. My neighbor might. Whatever. I don't care.
You care.
I do.
I do.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do.
This is so cool. I really like that the trio was there and they were just like, oh, Witcher's here. Let's like frostify this room.
Just make the
That's
whole,
such a cool ability.
Make the whole room frosty.
Yeah.
Come here,
Now,
dogs.
I'm guessing this is the main quest, but are there side quests too?
Are there side quests? Yeah.
Are there side quests? Yeah. My modem, it didn't allow me to access the internet, but it was delicious.
It's really good.
With cheese, with
I
some
don't know if you
Swiss
bought the right
cheese.
thing, buddy. Did you buy your modem on Amazon Fresh like I did?
I went to Best Buy, and then I went to Stop and Shop.
Did your modem say vitamin B12 complex on the outside of it?
My modem said Snickers. I put it in the microwave to soften it up, and then I just jammed it into the wall.
Yeah, I put an I jammed an Ethernet cable into the Snickers bar and then put the other end into my computer, and nothing happened. So I called RCN and I complained for 2 hours.
I melted down my Snickers bar and smeared it all over the screen.
Why? And then I called RCN, who I have no previous relationship with, and started describing the problem.
Hey, I have slow internet. Are you one of our customers? No.
No, listen about the Snickers.
I think you did the right thing when you called RCN, because I just called the police. Started screaming.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I called the hospital.
Oh, actually, that's closer to what you probably need. It's a little closer.
Oh god.
Thanks for your help.
I just called the police.
911, what's your emergency? I can't get online.
There's Snickers.
There's chocolate. There's chocolate everywhere.
I melted my modem and put it all over my screen and my face.
I mean, at first that would sound dangerous to a dispatcher.
Sir, we're sending the men with the straight jacket now.
No, they would think that you melted plastic and smeared burning hot plastic all over your face.
Oh no. Yeah, quick, send the burn unit.
Yeah.
Send the burn
notice.
unit. Oh, the burn notice.
I'll show you a burned unit. Sorry. This is making more things for Joe to bleep.
Oh, Matt, that photo of your burned unit just came through. I'm really unhappy that you said
Oh, well, yeah. You sound really sincere.
I'm gonna add it to my private collection. This is for my home lab.
Your Woodford Reserve.
Oh,
It's the smoky taste that I appreciate.
so fancy.
Woodford Reserve. Oh,
guys.
Oh, give me all this stuff, dude.
We are getting, this is going to be an ep.
It could
We've
be
been recording for at least 90 minutes.
I think
Oh,
we have at least
there's at
5
least-
minutes of usable content.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Between me melting my Snickers modem and smearing it on my face, and that time
I really
Chewbacca took a solo.
You know, it's
That was your audition for voice actor.
I'll send it in. What's what's the address? Trisket
It's,
Co.
yeah, 666 Trisket Lane. GoFuckYourself.com.
No.
GoFuckYourself.com.
Why don't you take a step back and literally
Yes.
Oh man.
F your own face?
What's funny in some of these Let's Plays I'll watch is they will have some swears unbleeped and then other ones bleeped. And I think that there actually is a limit, like on YouTube or something, where you can have up to 10 swears
Really?
or something like that, and then you have to selectively bleep
God.
all the ones after that.
That's interesting.
He's
I
full
thought
of
YouTube
you.
was totally uncensored, though.
It depends on monetization.
I guess
things.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can't,
You can't
right,
be
it
monetized
can be
if you're,
uncensored.
tagged as family friendly or something.
right.
Then you can't be monetized if you have things like that.
That makes sense.
My channel is not for kids, as it were. Oh my god. I don't have much here.
Me having. Ooh. I like the menu. It's clean.
Remove to improve. It's the best design advice I ever got.
Remove to improve.
Is that why the Apple Store is just an empty room?
Timothy Apple, that's what he says.
The Apple Store is just Tim Apple standing in a field.
Hello, Timothy Apple.
Timothy Apple. Oh, God.
Timothy Apple?
I had a great chat with Tim Apple today.
It'd be like if I was talking about you and I was just like, Joe, software developer.
Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope he doesn't make another thing where he regenerates all his health again, because that was super
Seems to be
annoying.
able to heal.
Oh, he healed completely twice.
Oh, see, we were probably talking about Triscuits.
Oh, you were definitely talking about Triscuits. Actually, I didn't. It could have been Tim Apple.
Maybe Tim Apple
Or apple flavored Triscuits.
or ew.
Or an iPhone made out of Triscuits.
Disgusting.
I happen to know for a fact
Got him.
that the most disgusting flavor of Triscuit is the peppercorn flavor.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that because you're wrong.
I mean, it's really not because there's anything wrong with the flavor. It's actually a fine flavor. It's more
Oh,
that
I you know what? I actually know why.
at Joe's house.
Yeah,
there was one night where I ate some of those.
What did you eat?
and they
Peppercorn
did not,
Triscuits.
yeah.
Oh,
They didn't sit well. Let's just say that.
No, it wasn't
I mean-
because of the Triscuits. Triscuit is a fine product, also a great modem, and nothing disparaging against Triscuit, but
Yeah.
And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog.
oh,
great
the
connection
witches.
speeds.
The witches of Crookback Bog, guys. I knew
You
it.
should go to that bog and also beware of them. It seems contradictory, but
Was that Emperor Palpatine?
Yes,
hologram?
that was the help. Did you know that? So, there's something I have to explain to you guys. Emperor Palpatine was actually, before Star Wars, written into the Witcher saga.
I knew it.
So
I knew
cool.
George Lucas stole it.
Yeah.
perhaps.
Well, I'll tell you what this has been. It's been another episode of Let's Play with Joe and Friends.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, Joe.
watching.
Thanks for
We did it.
for inviting us.
That
once
was
again.
really fun. I always love doing that.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Matt,
And I'm always really excited to see what you keep in and what doesn't.
it's a surprise to you guys.
It's a
Exactly.
surprise.
Matt,
Joe,
you've been
I also have all the footage of my face cam and capture, so I can send that to you if you want.
lovely. No, I was gonna say you're streaming now
Yes.
on Twitch.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, right.
PHLPO.
Oh, do a plug. Yeah.
Plug your
Anybody who has a Twitch account or wants to make a Twitch account, please go to twitch.tv/PHLPO Monday through Thursday, probably around 6 o'clock ish for a couple hours. I stream
do it.
various things. I stream a lot of Super Smash, I stream Doom Eternal, cool stuff. So
Cool stuff.
give me
And
a
if
follow.
you wanna come to my apartment, I live at